Wolfpack, so my other phone ran out of storage and cut me off. But I was saying, so I escaped the rehab center, the concentration camp, and talked to her because I felt guilty, right, for blocking her and cutting her off, even though she obviously sexually abused me and so forth. And I just, I got back with her, which is so funny. Me laughing in pain. And I'm just like, fuck, this shit sucks. And I'm in the rehab center. She calls me, like, we called on my birthday, right? I think that's where I was, where, like, I was in the concentration camp. It was my birthday. My mom called and she was like, oh, do you want to talk to Martina? I was like, sure. And then Martina and I got back together. We were like, yes, let's be girlfriends. You're mine, I'm yours. I love you. All this bullshit. And we call it like every week that I'm in there. So that was another 4 months. And she just, like, was being her usual self, cheating with this girl named Marie, which I didn't find out about later, which I'll get to. She just anyway, I leave the rehab center, and that day of, I had my iPad and I was just listening to this song that Martina, wow, so sweet, Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. And I'm just bopping, listening to these romance songs like Come Through by her and Chris Brown. It was unnecessary, but makes sense. I just wanted love. So there's a piece of lime. So anyway, my mom picks me up later, finally. And I call Martina as soon as I get out, and we're like talking, and she's like, well, I don't think we should be together because I don't know what she was trying to say. I think she was just like, we should be besties before we become lovers and whatever. And I was like, okay. And I was heartbroken, so I was like, okay, like, if we're not gonna date, then I'm just gonna move to Hawaii. And then she's like, oh fuck, don't do that, I'll get back with you. Manipulative ass. She was like, oh, you're gonna go succeed in Hawaii while I'm here? Okay, never mind. I know it's not really good to move to Hawaii if you're not really native, but I'm sorry. But point is, I just wanted to be individual. And well, yeah, she got back with me and then we FaceTimed like every day. Anyway, moved to Florida. Martina comes visits. We've been fighting already because, like, I had a feeling she was cheating because, like, this one time she went to go pick up a flannel like an hour away to her friend's house and then slept there without telling me and just did whatever, drink that I know of. Probably obviously did more because that's who she is. And this other time she was with this person named Chris. Like, she had just supposedly gone to the bar to play 8-ball, whatever you call it. Cool. And then somehow she meets up with her friend Chris, and they drink, and then she goes to his house. Not sus at all. Because why not just say, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with Chris. whatever. And then I was having a really bad day that day, so I like called her a billion times. Like, I needed someone to talk to. She wasn't there. She didn't pick up any of the calls. The phone was off. You know, just the typical cheater move. And I was like, okay, I guess. And I called her out. I was like, I know you're cheating on me. I even recorded it. And she was so defensive about it. Because, like, she picked up and she's like, obviously not talking to me, obviously talking to Chris. And I just noticed. Because she was like, fuck, it's like 10. I didn't even know what time it was. The time flew by so quick. Like, why would she say that to me? It just sounds like she's laying in bed with someone and, you know, talking to them and being like, blah, blah, blah. And then she hung up. And I was like, okay, the fuck? Why'd you hang up on me? Whatever. It's just some bullshit. Fast forward, I come to California, and I'm so pissed at my mom, Maria and Bernardo, my parents. So I don't end up going to Lake Tahoe with them, and end up moving in with Martina and the person she cheated on me with, which I didn't find out till 2 weeks later, because the person she cheated on me with, Marie, told me. She was like, yeah, Martina and I have been flirting, and like, blah, blah, blah. And like, we were gonna move in together, and I was like, so, that, while I was in the concentration camp. Oh, I see. Well, Martina and I were talking about moving in together, and like, living together, and all this stuff. She was flirting with this other bitch, telling her the same shit. She ended up, I don't know. Marie told me that they ended up cutting ties in that way, supposedly, and that they never did anything. Okay, micro cheating is still cheating. It's not even micro if she's saying she wants to move in with this person. It's like, that's a big deal. And I bet they probably are together right now talking shit about me. Because, like, that's what Martina does. And Marie was also a very big enabler for Martina. Because, like, one day I fight with Martina because she's being a bitch. I leave with my dad. And then yeah, they like called me a billion times and like, where are you? How'd you get there? Blah, blah, blah. Martina obviously didn't care. She just felt she lost control. So she was just like, where the fuck, what? She lost the game. So she was like, fuck, I messed up. Yes, you did. No one asked you to drive home. So, anyway, glad you did, because, like, I left in peace. Anyway, I was like, what the fuck do I do now? Because I was working at Marie's law firm. It's not hers, but, like, she works there. And I was working there for 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, well, I have this job. So do I leave this job for this stupid bitch? To leave this stupid bitch, aka Martina? Or do I just, move on? We end up talking. I go to all the way back over there, which is like 2 hours away, just to talk to Marie. Martina had left. Because I was like, I want nothing to do with Martina. Makes sense. Anyway. Marie just like, oh, I was only doing this for Martina. First of all, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you actually gave a fuck about me, like you said, you asshole, don't take me in if you don't actually care about me. Don't take me to your house saying that you give a fuck. Because you obviously didn't. You were so caught up in your bullshit and your white savior complex. Anyway, I'm just like tired. and drained, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, I'm talking to Marie, and then she's like, Martina really loves you, and like, she really cares about you, and she wants the best for you. Okay. And like, she's never felt a deeper connection with anyone. Yeah, because I'm a deep bitch. No one else is gonna give a shit about her the way I have, because she's a piece of shit. So, yeah, I just... Anyway, I fell for the trap and ended up listening to her. And I was like, that's just great. And I ended up calling Martina and going to her place and talking to her. My dad, and Bernardo, whatever, he was obviously like, don't talk to her. She doesn't give a shit about you. She's just gonna manipulate you. Just go home. Just pick up whatever you need to pick up and we'll go. I didn't listen. Either way, it was really weird because like both of them got into a huge fight once we got there, and like they were yelling, and my dad was like, if you want to be a piece of shit, you stay here, you take your luggage and you stay here. And I was like, great, it's either I'm with an abusive father or an abusive so-called girlfriend. Abusive so-called father, an abusive so-called girlfriend. So just some great choices to make, which really, being with Martina would have made me homeless, houseless. I ended up talking to her, and then we're like pretty much back together, and she was like, at some point she was like, are you gonna ask me to be your girlfriend again? And I was like, oh my god, sure. And I did, and then she was like, oh, I thought you were just kidding. And then I was like, but what? Mixed ass bitch. So, yeah. And we were still hanging out and shit, even though we'd broken up. We just didn't have the title anymore, is what she would say. Because the title makes it more committed. She's just afraid of commitment. Just fucking say it, Martina. And you're also afraid of a bad bitch. Independent woman. Or man. Whatever. Person. So, we were still hanging out. I eventually cut things off officially, because I had cut things off, and I was like, we should stop talking. We were still kind of talking, and then I like cut it off because I was like, I'm over this. You're being a bitch. And she would still call me, and like, it was just so stupid, so annoying. Like, just leave me alone. And she still calls me to this day. I blocked her number, but it's like, it still shows up on my phone that she called me. And she called through a private number too. Obviously I picked up and like made a great concert out of it. But it's just rather annoying. So, yeah. Being with Martina. I think what I was saying in the other video was like how my mom just enables people taking care of me. Oh, that's what I was trying to get to. Okay, there we go. That's why I was talking about this. So, get to California. I fight with Maria and don't even talk to Bernardo. End up like just over it. Because I was like, I'm done with them. And just I just live with Martina and Marie. And yeah, it's just a blast. Well, point is, Maria didn't want to take care of me, so she just left me. She was like, good luck with everything, you're independent, you're doing great. And now I'm stuck in California, away from the beaches that I loved going to. And I quit 2 jobs. Didn't. I still hate capitalism, but like, it's nice to have something. So that was depressing. And wow, I left so much shit back there in Florida. I have my tarot and oracle cards, a bunch of journals, and still have clothes. And I know someone's gonna be like, but it's just physical worldly bitch. I pay for that. When you pay for your own shit after being treated like shit, it's nice. Because, like, you worked hard for it. And you deserved it. You earned it. And to have to leave it behind because you think it's gonna work out like a fairy tale with your stupid piece of shit ex and be abandoned by your stupid piece of shit mother. It's amazing. Fun times. Yeah. So, now I'm stuck here in California with another stupid job. Moral of the story? Listen to your intuition. Your intuition will speak to you. Because when Marie told me that they had been flirting, I was like, I'm gonna break up with Martina. This is some bullshit. Like, I was just thinking at night, and I was like, this is some bullshit. I'm so pissed off right now. And I'm gonna go back to Florida, but I didn't. Which, to be honest, probably is for the better. Because Maria and her family, they treat me like I'm crazy anyway. So, I guess there's that. Now I'm here. Sort of free, I guess, spiritually for once. And I don't have to be locked up in a concentration camp anymore. And be told what to do 24/7. Though I'm so tempted to go back, start driving, and just chill at the beach. But I guess no matter where I am, I'm still gonna feel lonely and sad and tired. Because everywhere I go, I see someone abusing someone. So I'm just like, yeah. But my phone's overheating, so we're gonna have to end this. Thank you for watching and tuning in today. I hope you have a good one. Or tonight, whatever time you're watching this. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. And don't fall for the fairy tales. This isn't a movie. This is real life. Okay. I love you. Bye.